Hey there, Dr. Josh here from Hometown Health. And I don't know about you, but over the past week since daylight savings started, I've just had a hard time getting into that morning routine. And if you're anything like the average American, you probably leaned on coffee just a little bit more this week just to get used to that adjustment period of having to wake up an hour earlier. So today we're going to take a look at caffeine, the good, the bad, and the ugly. As you can see, there's a whole host of ways that you can go about getting your caffeine intake. Right here we have our coffee, which packs about 140 milligrams of caffeine in a 12-ounce cup. Your black tea, which has about half of that, 70 milligrams. And then your green tea, which has only about 55 milligrams of caffeine per 12-ounce cup. So, of course, that depends on how strong you like your brew, but there are also other ways you can go about it. If you've been at a gym, you probably have seen somebody on their pre-workout, which contains about 100 to 400 milligrams, just depending on the type, per serving. Or people simply rely on the caffeine pill, which has about 200 milligrams per pill. So, as a healthcare provider, what does that mean? It's really a loaded discussion because there's a lot of different opinions and a lot of research on both sides of the caffeine debate. On one side, you have research that shows that caffeine intake may help decrease your chances of things such as kidney stones or Alzheimer's disease. On the other hand, you have research that shows that caffeine intake may decrease our ability to have a restful night's sleep and also may decrease our ability to cope with stressful and high-intensity situations. So, since the research seems to be all over the map on this, I do have a few recommendations that I like to give out. So first of all, just know your body. Know how it impacts you, and also understand that caffeine induces an anxiety response. We call it a sympathetic nervous system response. That's also your fight or flight mechanism. So living in this state constantly can really decrease your ability to cope with stressful situations, as well as increase your anxiety and stress. So I highly recommend that anybody with high anxiety, with stress, or with depression, limit their caffeine intake as much as possible. Another thing to take a look at is that over time, caffeine intake can decrease your body's natural ability to produce proper hormones. It's called adrenal fatigue, and it just means that the adrenal function is not the way that it should be. So anybody who uses caffeine regularly, I highly recommend that you take a break occasionally. That's a great way to allow your body to reset, so to speak. Another thing you can do to help regulate your emotional response and your sympathetic nervous system and just your nervous system in general is to see your chiropractor. There's a lot of research showing that chiropractic adjustments can impact your nervous system and your overall health. So I highly recommend looking at that as a way to possibly not even need so much caffeine in the first place. A few other things that you can do to help decrease your need for caffeine and still have higher energy levels is to limit your sugar intake. And then you also want to look at including B vitamins and magnesium into your diet, whether it's through supplementation or through natural foods. They're great ways to increase your energy level. And we'll talk about all of that in a different discussion, so stay tuned in for that at another time. So with all of this said, there's so much relevant information and research based around caffeine. So I highly recommend that you research into it yourself, see how it affects the body, and see whether it's right for you. If you do have any questions in regards to caffeine, feel free to contact us via our website, or you can give us a call. Also, I highly recommend that you talk to your chiropractor to see how regular adjustments or chiropractic adjustments can impact your nervous system and your overall health. If you don't have a chiropractor, feel free to contact us via our website at www.hometownhealthoxford.com, or you can give us a call at 610-467-1141. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay healthy.
What the hell?